Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be covering our major and minor, well, just think about it this way. We're going to cover the 7 modes of our major and minor keys. So before we get started, tune up to standard, pause the video, tune up and come back. Okay, so think of it this way. We're put into a situation where we're told, hey, we're playing in D minor, follow the chords, your lead. What do? Well, I mean, we can play our D minor pentatonic that we all know. We could play our D minor scale. But what else can we do? Well, if we have our modes, we have more facility of our fretboard and can follow the tonalities of the chords of any given key. And we can also use the different quality modes to add a flavor to any given chord. So an example would be, say we're in C major, we'd play our C major scale. We can add flavor by using a different mode. So we got our major scale, which is Ionian. What if we use a different mode? So here's a Lydian Mode over C. Or maybe Mixolydian. Just like that, we have different feelings or different flavors of that chord. So that's another reason why modes are important. But enough about that, let's jump in. So we'll use the example of playing in D minor as our start point. We're going to be playing these modes off our A string, so if you need to pause at any time, go ahead and do that, but I'm going to show you how they connect up and down the fretboard so you can move around. So our D minor scale, which happens to be our D Aeolian mode. If you don't know the fret numbers or the form of the scale, I'll walk through it real quick. 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 5, 6, 8, 5, 6, 8, 10. D Aeolian, D minor. Our next mode in the sequence that connects to it would be our E Locrian. Now this is an ugly diminished scale that nobody ever plays. Not true. People play it all the time, and now you can too. Our E Locrian mode is a diminished quality mode. The fingering is kind of odd, but you know, it's cool at the same time. We have 7, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10, 7, 9, 10, 8, 10, 11, 8, 10, 12. And that's diminished. And that connects right to our D minor. Just a shift. Pretty cool. The next mode up would be our F Ionian. That starts on the 8th fret. That's the relative minor to our D minor key. So now you can use these in any key as long as you know where to start. You just shift these bad boys up and down the neck. So we have our D minor, E Locrian, and then we have F Ionian, which is a major quality mode. It's known as our major scale. The fingering is 8, 10, 7, 8, 10, 7, 9, 10, 8, 10, 11, 8, 10, 12, 13. So far we could step through our modes. Let's step down. Let's go this way, just for now. So we're at that D minor position. Well, the next note down would be our C. Well, that next mode happens to be our C Mixolydian mode, which is another major quality mode. The fingering is 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 3, 5, 6, 3, 5, 6, 8. And this is actually like our dominant mode. We'd play this over like a 7 chord, a dominant 7 chord. But I like it a lot. pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The next one down is our B-flat Lydian scale. It's another major quality mode. The fingerings, this is my favorite mode. Everybody has their own favorite mode, but this one I love so much, I don't know why. I just like the sound of it, I guess. The fingerings 1, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 3, 5, 6, 3, 5, 6. That's our B-flat Lydian. Now go back and rewind when you need to, obviously. I'm kind of blowing through them, but I want you to get as many of these as you can. But the cool thing is we can step through the modes as far as we have. So we got B-flat, Lydian, C, Mixolydian, D minor, or D Aeolian, E Locrian, F Ionian, or F major. Our next mode would be our G Dorian. And that's not the whole voicing. The fingering for that one, I actually love this one. That's like your jazz minor scale. Dorian is a minor quality. You get this 10, 12, 13, 10, 12, 9, 10, 12, 10, 11, 13, 10, 12, 13, 15. It's our G Dorian mode. It's minor quality. So what do we got? We got B, C, D, E, F, G. Now we're just missing A, which happens to be, so what have we not hit? A Phrygian. That's where we are now. This is a pretty cool one. This is a minor scale with a flat 2. So you get that do, instead of do re, it's do ra. So you get, some people call it the Egyptian scale because ra. Let's check it out. For that one is 12, 13, 15, 12, 14, 15, 12, 14, 15, 13, 15, 12, 13, 15, 17. Oh, my bad. I always leave out that ra, which is what makes it the mode. So that's really cool. That's a cool... if you're playing some like metal or something to get a little bit of extra evil, you know, instead of going, if we're playing, you could play like, instead of our regular minor. So you got all the different flavors. So that was all our modes, and the way that I like to practice them is I like to step through them all, moving up the neck. So you get that B-flat Lydian, C Dorian, D Aeolian, E Locrian, F Ionian, G Dorian. I think I called this C up here Dorian. It's C Mixolydian. Let me just go back through. B Lydian, C Mixolydian, D Aeolian, E Locrian, F Ionian, G Dorian, A Phrygian. And that's all your modes. And A Phrygian steps right up to B-flat Lydian. Which means that we can get our C Mixolydian up here. And then we get our D minor again. Guitar doesn't have that fret. Anyways, I hope that this lesson was useful. Go ahead and practice it the way I did, moving up. Name them as you go. You can always look into your method book to see what the recipe for each mode is as well. major modes, use over major chords, minor modes, use over minor chords, or take that all the modes of a given key. So what we did is I went through all the modes for the key of D minor or F major. So if we're playing in those keys, we can follow all the chords. If you need to do a different key, just shift, right? So get familiar in the key of D minor first, go back, walk through the whole video, get really comfortable, and then try like E minor or E major, right? Starting at a different point, see if you can walk through all those different mode shapes. But I gave you the modes root on A today, so you can get those tonalities down and maybe try and figure out the E string yourself. If you have any questions, reach out to your instructors, and don't stop playing.